Russia has a great and rich history of music. Such classical Russian composers as Tchaikovsky are renowned worldwide for their impacts on the world of music as a whole. And even more modern Russian and Soviet music acts, such as Viktor Tsoi and Kino, you know, stuff that people constantly ask me to make a video about, so I guess I should do it. Yeah, those are pretty popular as well now, and with all these videos like Russian Doomer music playlists and Russian Boomer music playlists right now getting huge views on YouTube and getting huge popularity, it shows that there's a real demand in the West for Russian music, and there's a real interest in Russian music. Those videos get millions of views, and they really make you feel like you live in some terrible commie block in the middle of nowhere, which is basically my life. However, all the artists and genres of Russian music that I've just mentioned cannot compare in their virality, in their popularity, and their influence to the legendary Russian weird singer with his classic hit, Chum Drum Bedrum. What I just showed you guys is a clip of the Chum Drum Bedrum song at the Tomorrowland 2019 Music Festival being performed, so it's not the original video because I cannot show the original because I'm gonna get copyrighted, but you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? Everybody and their babushka has seen this video at this point, okay? The Chum Drum Bedrum song is crazy popular on YouTube. The original upload of it has over 81 million views, and another re-upload of the same song being performed at a different event has over 59 million views. People are going absolutely nuts for the song and the singer's legendary tongue flick. So, how exactly did the song surface online and why did it get so popular? What exactly is this bizarre performance and what context did it actually happen in? Who is the Russian weird singer guy and where is he now, and is he an actual alien? Let's find out. Today guys, we're gonna be talking about the story of Vitas, the Russian weird singer. The oldest viral post about this song on the western side of the internet I could find was on Reddit 4 years ago. The post appeared on r/videos and got almost 10,000 upvotes. The user that actually posted it in the title said that he was looking for some clips of the movie The Fifth Element, and when he was looking for it he accidentally stumbled across this absolute gem. The reason why he stumbled across it is because the actual name of the Chum Drum Bedrum song is The Seventh Element, and it's performed by a Russian singer named Vitas. Now Vitas is actually far from a one-hit wonder. This guy's actually very widely known in Russia for his unorthodox costume choices, his very strange aesthetic, and for his unique high-pitched vocals. Moreover, Vitas actually recently became infamous in Russia for basically throwing fits of rage and getting arrested multiple times, and all of it was broadcasted on live TV. And he's also apparently really huge in China and has hundreds of millions of fans there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Vitas, whose real name is Vitaly Grachev, was born in 1979 in Latvia and actually was raised in Ukraine. As a kid, he studied music and dancing, and eventually, after graduating school, he actually moved to Moscow, where he started his music career. Vitas gained prominence in Russia in the year 2001, coming out with his classic hit, Opera No. 2. And again, I would love to put the clip of the song right here, but I can't because copyrights. And you know, actually the song slaps, guys, so just go and listen to it. I advise you to. This song was actually such a banger, such a classic, that it actually was the best-selling song in Russia for 3 consecutive years, 2001, 2002, and 2003. According to his website, Vitas was regarded as the most prolific live performer in Russia from 2001 to 2003. And he also was the youngest artist to ever perform solo at the Kremlin. And you know what? He's also sold some records. In 2004, he released his album called A Kiss As Long As Eternity, and it actually sold over 2 million copies in less than 6 months. So, you know, the hustle that Vitas had in the early 2000s in Russia, it was not a joke. I respect the hustle, you know? Now, one thing that made Vitas very unique was his voice, because he actually sang in this very high-pitched falsetto sound. According to his producers, the unique sound that Vitas was able to achieve was actually due to the unique structure of his vocal cords and his throats. Of course, in Russia, people saw it very differently. You know, there's been a lot of jokes about how, like, Vitas has his balls squeezed at all times when he's performing so that his, like, voice goes that high. And you know, as well, all the androgyny androgynous costumes and an overall androgynous aesthetic, did not really help to eliminate the gay jokes. Now, the actual legendary Chum Drum Bedrum performance actually was recorded in 2001 at the annual show in Russia, an annual New Year's show called The Blue Lights on the second channel in Russia called RTR. The Blue Lights is basically one of the longest running Russian annual New Year's shows. If you've never heard of such shows, it's basically when like families gather around during New Year's to celebrate or whatever. They run these shows on TV. It's basically a bunch of performances by famous Russian artists and a bit of sketch comedy stuck in there, a bit of stand-up comedy even stuck in there. Essentially, you would have a bit of the show, then you would have Putin give a speech, and then you have a bit of the show afterwards as well. And all of that is intercut with all these shots of celebrities drinking champagne and cheering. It's kind of weird looking at this when you realize that these shows are usually shot months before the actual New Year's Eve. So all these people are basically putting on an act, but I mean, who cares, right? And so the actual legendary performance that Vitas made of the song The Seventh Element happened on the 2002 New Year's show, The Blue Lights, on the RTR channel, and man, he absolutely killed it, okay? I mean, this video has hundreds of millions of views combined, okay? There's even re-uploads of this performance on the Chinese side of YouTube with millions of views. This is how huge this is, okay? You know what, guys? Greatest live performances of all time? Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock? Queen at the Live 8? Vitas at the Blue Lights 2002 New Year's show, performing Seventh Element. Now that is the most epic live performance of all time! Now after that, in the mid and late 2000s, Vitas has made major strides in his career. This guy's a genius, okay? He got signed to Universal, which started distributing his music and promoting him in Asian markets, in Asian countries such as China and Taiwan. And so essentially, as a result of this, Vitas became so huge in China that in 2009, he actually received an award of the Honored Artist of the Chinese people. According to the Russian media that wrote articles about this, the performance and this whole event was so huge that the audience for the event that this happened at was actually over 100,000 people. 100,000 people came to see him live, and as well, apparently the event was watched by over 100 million Chinese on TV. I don't know about you, but these are insane numbers, and Vitas had actually toured China afterwards multiple times, and he's still doing it. And I think we actually don't even realize how huge he is in China. He's like a Chinese artist at this point. Moreover, he's actually starred in multiple Chinese movies as an actor. So for example, he starred in the 2009 movie Mulan: The Rise of the Warrior, which was a pretty huge movie in China. And as well, he's even starred in some government Communist Party sponsored movies. So for example, in 2011, he was an actor in this movie called The Founding of the Party, which was basically a film made to commemorate the 90th anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party. So, I guess Vitas is more on the Blizzard side compared to the Hong Kong side. So, Vitas is actually pretty successful in his making bank. However, Vitas did have some bra moments recently. For example, in 2013, he actually was drunk driving in Moscow and he ran over a woman on a bicycle. The woman was fine, it was not like a high-speed accident or anything, but he was spotted on camera, he was recorded, and a video surfaced online of Vitas basically smashed, absolutely hammered, looking unwashed, unshaved, just like myself, And he was basically barely standing up, threatening police officers and trying to fight them, and it was just a huge scandal, and constant Russian TV talk shows talked about this and stuff like that. It was ridiculous. And recently in 2018, he actually had another bra moment like this happen to him. So essentially, what Vitas did is that yet again he was smashed drunk and he was shooting a starter pistol, like the one that you shoot when people run. It just makes a sound. He was shooting a starter pistol in his backyard of his house in Rublyovka, and Rublyovka is like the Russia's Beverly Hills essentially. It's a very luxury, very expensive residential area. So according to his neighbors, the shots continued on for 5 hours, and the neighbors actually got scared or worried, so they decided to call the police. The police eventually arrived at the scene, and Vitas basically did not want to open the door, so the cops had to bust in and arrest him. And well, he basically spent 7 days in jail and was charged with hooliganism, and this all was also discussed by the Russian media and stuff like that. But actually I would like to say that despite the bra moments, he actually looked pretty likable in those TV talk shows, so I guess that added some karma to him. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the story of the Chum Drum Bedrum weird Russian singer named Vitas. He's doing pretty good right now actually. you know, he's conquering new markets, he's doing well in China, he's conquering Brazil now apparently or something like that. So he's doing pretty good for himself. So despite the bra moments, I think we all need to appreciate that this man has given us the absolute gift of Chum Drum Bedrum. So this guy will definitely go down in history as one of the greatest Russian musicians of all time. So yeah guys, that is going to be pretty much it for this video today. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to slap the like on it. And as well guys, if you want to support my channel, make sure to go over down in the description to my Patreon link. Your Patreon support really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate everybody and helps me deal with stuff like demonetization and stuff like that. So yeah. And yeah guys, once again, thank you so much for watching this video today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.